Welcome back to some Thursday night footy. The new look Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs at Belmore taking on the Dolphins, who have started off the season with 3 wins and 2 losses. You're getting used to this Dolphins team. Let's have a look at the lineup. O'Sullivan and Milford, and then you've got Jared Wallace, the Bromwich brothers, Felice Kafusi and Gilbert, and on the bench Nichols, Nicarima, Ray Stone. Let's have a look at the Bulldogs. Braden Burns, Karaz Adokar, Matt Burton. Welcome on board Reid Marnie to the Bulldogs in the back row. Welcome on board to Viliami Kikau and the Doggies bench of Josh Reynolds returning. Ryan Sutton, Pangai Jr. A really strong bench. So let's get ready for a big game. The Bulldogs chasing a win. The Dolphins, a great record. Will they be 3-3 or will they be 4-2 as Burton gets us underway? He kicks it downfield and it goes to Milford, who puts in a step. Nice run by Milford. Brings it up 10 metres from the halfway line. Jeremy Marshall-King plays it to Wallace. Nice carry, gets over halfway. Second tackle, great start here for the Dolphins as they shift it to the left. And Jesse Bromwich says, get down. And he brings it up to the 38-metre line. Here's Marshall-King to play it. It goes away to Sullivan. He fends it off to Gilbert. Marshall-King, 4 tackles gone. Early kick option. The Bulldogs have the ball. The Bulldogs have got it and they bring it to halfway off an error. Reid Marnie puts in a great pass. And a high tackle for the Dolphins there. So the Bulldogs getting a very early penalty. And Matt Burton's going to shrug it down the sideline. And the Bulldogs are going to be 35 metres out. Reid Marnie to play it. 7 minutes gone. No scores yet. Here's Max King bringing it up for Canterbury Bankstown. And Reid Marnie trying to run. And he can't get through the defenders there. And this is second tackle. Puts in a great pass. It goes across to the wing of Adokar, but he can't get through. But he gets an offload away to Kikau. And there's Kikau's first touch as a Bulldog. And now Aaron Shop tries to run it. Puts in a great pass, Marnie. They've got numbers on the edge here. They've got numbers. And Braden Burns has scored for the Dogs. The Dogs hit first at home. And Braden Burns, the number 4, provides the 4-pointer. It's what the Bulldogs needed to start the game. Numbers on that right. Burns had it and just grounds it. Nice try by the Dogs. So Burton at Belmore to give the Bulldogs a 6-0 lead over the Dolphins. And Burton's kick is good. Straight through the middle. Black dot. It is a conversion. The Dogs lead the Dolphins 6-0. A great start early on for the Dogs at home. So Jermaine Asako to get us back underway for the Dolphins. And the kick is too big. It's going to be another penalty to the Bulldogs. And this time they're going to take the tap. They're going to ride the momentum here and they're going to take the tap. And Reid Marnie brings it up for the Dogs. And Jake Averillo to play it. He tries to step. He gets through one, but he's brought down by Ewan Aitken. Here's Reid Marnie. 2 tackles gone. They shift it to the left. They've got numbers here again. And Kikau can't get an offload away. 3 tackles gone for the Bulldogs. They lead 6-0. Here's Matt Burton bringing it up to the 30. Marnie to play it on 4th. Marnie trying to get through. Puts in a pass. They try the same plan of the overlap. And this is going to be 5th tackle for the Bulldogs. Reid Marnie. And he passes it to Thompson. Thompson's going to put in a kick. Aaron Shop's there. It's knocked back, but it's play on for the Dolphins. And the Dolphins have the ball. They survive that set and stay in the contest. And a great pass here as Jesse Bromwich is away. Jesse Bromwich puts in a pass. Sean O'Sullivan brought down just over halfway. Now they go off to the right with the hammer. Hamiso Tibuai for now. He's brought down on 3rd. Bulldogs 6, Dolphins 0. 22 minutes gone in the match. Sean O'Sullivan fending off one. He's brought down to the 30. Fourth tackle here for the Dolphins. Jeremy Marshall-King. He plays it off to the left. Ewan Aitken passes it to Edric Lee. It's fifth tackle for the Dolphins. The hammer at dummy half. He puts in a pass. He puts in a kick and the kick bounces, but the Dogs cover it nicely. 27 minutes gone. Bulldogs 6, Dolphins 0 as Edric Lee almost caught offside. And here it is. A great run by Carraz down the sideline. Ankle tap. Puts in a pass. Still going Braden Burns. What a game from Braden Burns. He scored a try. He's doing it all. And he brings second tackle up. Reed Marnie fends it off to Josh Jackson. They've got some numbers with Kickow, but Kickow is brought down. It's a good job there by the Dolphins defensively. 31 minutes gone. Bulldogs 6, Dolphins 0. Matt Burton plays it. He gives it to Kickow. Flanagan. Burns again. He's brought down. Fifth tackle for the Bulldogs. Let's see how they go. 25 metres out. They put in a pass. This time Raymond Faitala-Mariner is caught off guard as he goes to kick it. And it is going to be a handover here to the Dolphins. He couldn't get the kick in. So the Dolphins with the ball here. Here's Ewan Aitken. And he passes it to Gilbert. And Gilbert puts in a lovely pass. Can't get the step. He does get an offload though. Here's Edric Lee. Here's Jermaine Asako. That siren is almost about to sound for half time. Just a minute away. But the Dolphins with one shot before half time. Third tackle here. Big pass. Risky pass. It goes well. Sean O'Sullivan. 1 minute out from half time. Fourth tackle. Ewan Aitken puts in a kick. It bounces. The Dogs go for it. And the Dogs, they thought he was going for a 40-20. They tried to stop the kick. And this is going to be a Dolphins scrum. Because the kick went in, got to the 20-metre line, and it feared the Bulldogs player who took himself over the sideline. And so with 20 seconds, the Dolphins off a scrum. And here it is. Sean O'Sullivan brought down. Great defence by Canterbury before half-time. It's all been Canterbury and Braden Burns having a game. 54 to 46% possession. No errors to the Dogs. 2 to the Dolphins. 3 missed tackle to the Dolphins. Let's go on with the second half as the Dolphins get it back underway. And it goes down to Raymond Faitala-Mariner. And Braden Burns to play it. He shifts it off to Luke Thompson. And he's brought down on second tackle. Here's Reed Marnie. He passes to Max King. Max King is through. Lovely pass. Lovely run by Josh Jackson. Nice overlap there. Great run by Max King. Third tackle. Reed Marnie tries to get through, but he's brought down. It's fourth tackle. Good defensive set here from the Dolphins. And a good pass put in. They go and target that left edge. Here, Kickow passes it, but it's an intercept here. And the Dolphins may score because Brenko Lee has some speed. Adokar's chasing. And the Dolphins are going to score. It's Dolphins 4, Bulldogs 6. Kick to come, Brenko Lee. Both the centres scoring on the right-hand side of the field. You can see the chase from Adokar, but Brenko Lee off the error. And Aaron Shop coming off the field for Josh Reynolds to come onto the field. Raymond Faitala-Mariner also getting a rest for new recruit Ryan Sutton to come on the field for the Bulldogs. So it is 6-all. It is game on. It has all been the Bulldogs, but the Dolphins, we've seen them come back, and look at that. They give away a penalty. The Dolphins getting a piggyback downfield. And so they kick it down just under halfway. Nice run there. Jared Wallace gets a pass, but it goes forward. That's not what the Dolphins needed. They had all that momentum going with them. Wallace puts in a pass to Milford. It goes forward. Very unfortunate there for the Dolphins, and the Bulldogs straight back on the attack, 40 metres out. This time Josh Reynolds getting his first touch for the Bulldogs for a while. Reed Marnie, Josh Jackson. They shift it to the right. They go to Braden Burns again. They've done a good job at containing him ever since he scored his try. Here's Luke Thompson putting in a step. Josh Jackson, he's been very involved for Canterbury this afternoon. Here's Reed Marnie trying to get through. It's fourth tackle. Kyle Flanagan to play it. He shifts it left. They've got numbers here on the left, and Josh Reynolds will score. Welcome back to Canterbury. He scores the try. Playing at centre on the left edge. It's a centre's day out at the moment. Catch and pass. Josh Reynolds gives the Bulldogs a 10-6 lead. Big kick here from Matt Burton to give the Bulldogs a 6-point lead. Have to kick this goal. And he does. Burton down the black dot. You see the touch judge flags go up. So the Dolphins down by 6, but definitely not out of this game. They just need some things to go their way, but it does look like the Bulldogs right now on top as the Dolphins have kicked it dead, and the Bulldogs will go straight back on the attack. And they opt not for the tap. They opt to kick it downfield. And it's a huge kick there. And it's going to take the Bulldogs about 38 metres out. Actually, no, about 28 metres out. Marnie passes it. They put in a nice pass here. They've got options. So the Bulldogs lead the Dolphins 12 points to 6. Here's Reed Marnie. Kyle Flanagan brought down. Second tackle. Marnie to play it again. Marnie going through. He couldn't get there. He put an offload to Max King. Max King offloaded to Burton, but they can't find the try line. And so they go to Luke Thompson, and Luke Thompson is taken high by Kenny Bromwich. So the Bulldogs with an opportunity to take an 8-point lead. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to let Burton kick this one, which will put them in front and make it much tougher for the Dolphins tonight. And it's the Bulldogs 14 to the Dolphins 6 as we get into the final 20 minutes of the game. So Jermaine Asako from the Dolphins to get us back underway. He looks at where to kick. He knows that they're in a pickle. They need to put them in a position, pin them down their own end. And big kick, that one. It goes down to Luke Thompson, and he's tackled. Marnie plays it left. He plays it to Burton. 2 tackles gone. Marnie trying to run. He gets through, but he's brought down by Kenny Bromwich. 3 tackles gone. Really nice shift play there. Offload, but they had the numbers and were tackled. Ewan Aitken, great job defensively there. Max King, Bulldogs, holding on. 5th tackle. The Dolphins forcing them back. And Marnie passes it to Averillo. Averillo puts in a kick. Not enough chases there, and the Dolphins will come up with it. Anthony Milford running. So we get into the final 15 minutes of the game. Here's Jeremy Marshall-King to play it for the Dolphins. They're down by 8. Ewan Aitken stepping. Aitken puts in a pass to Edric Lee. And it's 0 tackle. It is 6 more for the Dolphins here. Here's Ewan Aitken brought down. What a second half Ewan Aitken is having for the Dolphins. Cover defense, attack. He's doing it all. Here's Kenny Bromwich. Edric Lee it's a try. It is a try to the Dolphins. And this game just got interesting as Edric Lee, the first non-centre to score in the game. It was just a catch and pass over the try line. And Averillo trying to make the tackle, but Just too big, too strong. Edric Lee, he knows how to score those tries. And if this goal is kicked, this makes this a very interesting game with 9 minutes to go, just 2 points in it. Jermaine Asako from the sideline. He has kicked it. It is the Bulldogs 14, the Dolphins 12. We have a game on our hands as the Dogs know they don't want to slip this one away. Burton kicks it downfield. Let's see what the Dolphins can do. They pass it to Wallace. Wallace says sit down and runs an extra 5 metres. Marshall King, the clock is ticking. Gilbert, Bromwich, Ewan Aitken, brought down. Second tackle, 5 to go. Edric Lee brings it up to the halfway. Fantastic run by Edric Lee. Marshall King plays it left. They've got numbers with Aitken. No one's in front of him. Ewan Aitken in the corner. The referee wants to have a look at this one. And it looks like it is grounded by Ewan Aitken. And this will give the Dolphins the lead from 14-6 down to a 16-14 lead. It is a try. And the Bulldogs have blown the lead. We've seen the Dolphins beat some big teams this year. And the kick from Jermaine Asako is good. It is the Dolphins 18, the Bulldogs 14. The Dolphins lead by 4 points. And Burton, he'll want to kick this, rush up, defend the line. Let's see what happens. Milford, brought down, 77th minute. Marshall King trying to get through. And offside, it is going to be a penalty. So the Dolphins with a chance to put more points on the board. And Sean O'Sullivan, it's a shit kick. And the Bulldogs have the ball. Burton brings it up. Costly error by the Dolphins. They lead by 4. This is the last play of the game. Kyle Flanagan, they're not going to get time to play it. And the Dolphins come back from 14-6 down to win the game 14-18. Ewan Aitken, man of the match. The error count 5-4. The missed tackle count 5-3. And the Dolphins win another game 18 points to 14 over the Dogs.